Okay, if you like beer and you like the Blazers, then this is for you. The Pints for Parkinsons card is now for sale.
Drew-Carney is learning all about it with Blazers legend Brian Grant, who's up early on a Wednesday morning.
Kathy Marshall just called you a legend, by the way. Blazers legend. We are with Brian Grant this morning, former Trailblazer, of course. We're here to talk about the Pints for Parkinsons fundraiser that supports your foundation, the Brian Grant Foundation.
Right.
And we'll talk more about how it works exactly in a moment, but we are at Brick's Tavern in the Pearl District, one of the 35 establishments participating in Pints for Parkinsons. But let's go back to the beginning, I'll say, Brian, because most of our viewers, I'm sure, still remember you as that guy on the floor, pulling down rebounds, guarding some of the best big men in the NBA for the Blazers, just giving everything you had to that organization. When exactly did you notice in your body things were changing, things weren't right?
Probably midway through 2006 when I was with Phoenix. I couldn't jump off my left leg. That was my strong leg. Couldn't use my left hand as well as I used to. Not that I ever had a real good left, but definitely 2006.
And I asked that first question sort of assuming that people know that you have Parkinson's disease. Something I learned last year when we did this segment together was that a lot of viewers came up to me and said they didn't even know you had Parkinson's disease. So when were you officially diagnosed with Parkinson's?
I wasn't officially diagnosed until 2008.
Okay.
2008.
Sometime thereafter, obviously, you established the Brian Grant Foundation. And I know from talking with you that you weren't exactly happy about having to live with Parkinson's disease, but it was something that you couldn't do anything about. So then it was a matter of, let's make the most of it. Talk about the foundation and what are your goals with this organization?
Well, when I was diagnosed, going to the internet was not a good thing. Because you see all these cures over in China and Mexico and all this kind of crap, but the one thing that I wanted to do is help everybody who was newly diagnosed in the same situation that I was in, meaning young, still have a career, little kids and things like that. How do I cope with having Parkinson's versus an elderly person having Parkinson's? It's two different stories, two different lifestyles. So I wanted to be able to direct people in wherever they need to go.
One of the things that I thought was interesting, I asked Steve before the segment, how many years do you think Brian played for the Blazers? Steve's been here a long time, camera Steve. He gets to 7. I think a lot of people feel like you were on the Blazers squad for many, many years. It was only 3. You only played 3 years here, but man, you made a huge impact in those 3 years. Why do you think you were able to connect with this community so well in that short amount of time?
Well, I had great people around me, like Brian Berger, Blazer organization. If you want to do something while you're in this city, I mean, it's so easy to do it because you have so many outlets that'll hook it up for you. But if you don't do anything, it's basically on you.
Well, you are doing something now with Pints for Parkinsons. This is how it works, gang. They have these Pints Passports, they're called. You can pick one of these up at any one of the 35 participating establishments. $25 gets you the passport, and with this passport, I believe you get 10 free pints of beer. You like the beer, Brian?
I do.
And the follow-up question, do you like the Blazers to win at least one game against the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs?
Absolutely. They can win at least a game. They can win at least one.
How about 2?
They could do that too.
How about 3? We're almost there. How about 3?
I don't know about that one.
All right, we'll stop at 3. We'll stop at 3, and then maybe they get lucky and get 4 and move on to the second round. That story to be determined, but this story is a good one. Brian Grant, the high five, Pints for Parkinsons, going on now. Buy your passport before the end of April, gang. Back to the studio.
I like it. He tells it like it is. I mean, he's a true Portlander, but he's not a homer.
Yeah,
he's like, nah, not so much.
But get your
Thank you, guys.
passport and toast that one win, maybe.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.